Oi pessoal, hoje nós vamos fazer bife de atum, okay? So we're going to make a tuna soup, and you'll need obviously tuna, potatoes, olive oil, it could be any olive oil, cooking wine, sofrito or any tomato sauce really, peppers. I like the multicolor ones because they are colorful and beautiful. Tomatoes, onions, cilantro, fresh cilantro, garlic. And I usually use for my seasoning cumin, garlic or onion powder, garlic salt, a little bit of Lowry's seasoned salt, paprika, and you have to have these two, sazon and nor. This kind tastes so good. See? All right. Okay, we're back now. You're going to cut the potatoes. I cut the potatoes, the onions, peppers, everything. Washed it nice, and then have it ready to use. And I actually used, where is it? This, okay, to crush the garlic onto the fish. We are now going to season the tuna. We are using Lowry's, a little tiny bit, not too much. Little bit of the garlic salt, and that's enough. This is onion powder, so let's put, it's okay, we could put a little more than that. Tiny bit of cumin and paprika, and you want to use one of each. Now we're going to put some olive oil, and you also want to put some of the cooking wine. I never measure anything, but you want to put enough for it to kind of, sit on it for a little bit. So the fish is nice and seasoned. We're going to put it aside. And now we're going to begin cooking. So you need some olive oil. It could be any pan that you have that is not, too deep. So I put the olive oil. It's a little warm, so I'll add everything that I have right now. This, and we're going to let it cook for a little bit, and I'll be back with the next step. So I sauteed the onions for about 4 to 5 minutes. We are actually going to take it out and put it on a plate or any thing that you have. So you want to take it out, and then you're going to put your fish in, our tuna, because we are making tuna stew, and we actually call that bife de atum in Cabo Verde. Okay, so take all of it, and you're going to leave the oil, and we're going to put the fish in, the tuna, and you want to make sure that nice and how it should be. And I'm actually going to cover it now and let it cook for about 4 minutes each side. So I'll cover it and I'll be back with the other side. It's been about 4 minutes now, and we are going to flip it. So it's nice and beautiful. See the color? Flipped. We're going to actually add the potatoes now instead of waiting another 5 minutes. We can just add the potatoes on the top. After adding the potatoes, we're going to add some Goya tomato sauce, salsa de tomate, un poco. I like my fish to have a nice sauce, and tomato and garlic are really important when you're making a nice fish stew. And then we're going to use the Goya sofrito. Sometimes I make my own, but today I didn't. I'm going to put 2 spoons. We don't need more. We're going to add our nice and beautiful veggies. Spread it. Add some water and let it cook for about 15 minutes, I would say. So water, you don't want to put too much water, so just enough so everything could cook. See the water? This is how it looks. You can see the water, but it's not all the way to the top. So we're going to cover and let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to come check on it. It's been 15 minutes, but it's not ready yet because you see the potatoes is not ready. So we're actually going to leave it for another 7 minutes until the potatoes are done. It is now ready, so I'm actually going to unplug it. This is the electric one, and this is how it looks. Yum yum. This is the final product. And I'm going to decorate a little with a nice little cilantro, and that's it. Serve with a little bit of white rice. It'll be perfect. Or you can just eat it by itself, but white rice would be ideal.